Hi, Soul Fam. Namaste, Assalamu alaikum, Shalom. Hope everybody is okay and a good day or morning or afternoon, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. So I went for a walk today. I've been, doing my exercise every day. And it was at sunset. And as I was walking along, I just kind of had this epiphany, I guess. Would you call it that? Maybe. And it was to do with the sun. So go with me. Because during this time, I've been seeing lots of things about how billionaires get up at 3 a.m. There's a spiritual connection to 3 a.m. But more than that, it's actually when you look into the brain waves. This is true. So there's scientific fact, right? So it's called God's hour, witching hour, but there is something in there because whatever you want to call it. Because if you think what do all spiritual people of all denominations, all ancient civilizations, and indeed billionaires know is the power of the dawn. And when I say that, I mean, scientifically speaking, your brain waves are at their sort of highest frequency at that time. And if you think about the universe, what is the most powerful thing in the universe, in our universe? It's the sun. It is the thing. It's the most powerful thing. It's the thing. It is this source energy of the universe. Everything revolves around it. Life is sustained by it. If it were not for the sun, we would not exist. Nothing would exist. And when you think about, hold on. So not just the frequency of the brain, that's something that's scientifically proven. Your brain's at its highest, brain waves are at their highest frequency at that time. And lots of spiritual people get up at that time to do their morning prayers and to connect with all that is. And also, just on another level, every person on the planet, if they got up at 3, they would bear witness to the dawn. And that is watching the magnificence, the majesty, the mystery, the cosmic, the power of the universe, the central source energy, whatever you want to connect that to, rise and bring lightness to the dark. You can see it every single day. And the power of that light, of that energy, brings life to everything. It wakes up the flora and fauna. It wakes up the animals. It is the source energy that makes anything grow. The ultraviolet light itself is rejuvenating. It goes through the body and powers the cells, every cell of anything. And when you think about, so if I read you benefits of the sun, this sounds like going to basics, but it's like, that is the most powerful thing. And however you want to believe that that was created, it still is, isn't it? Everything revolves around it. And as I say, all ancient civilizations respected the power of the sun, the power of the universe, the power of the cosmos, the power of that, and worshipped it, or connected it to whatever gods, goddesses they wanted to call it, to connect to that. But ultimately, that is the source energy, and it sustains all of us. And when you think about, here you go, phototherapy is used today to treat conditions such as eczema, psoriasis, jaundice, mood, sleep disorders, and some cancers. The healing power of the sun is a powerful reminder that the sun plays an important role in human health, planetary health. 7 benefits of the sun: improves your sleep. Your body creates a hormone called melatonin that is critical to help you sleep. It reduces stress. It maintains strong bones, helps keep weight off, strengthens your immune system, fights off depression, can give you a longer life. And all of these, this ancient wisdom, this ancient knowledge, I mean, it seems like you're reading that like, oh, yeah. But ultimately, the knowledge and the power of that and has been passed through generations of the most powerful people, because they are aware of this getting up at 3 a.m. the spiritual people, because when you tune yourself to that, get up at 3, not everyone's going to do that, but people in billionaires do, because there's science behind it as well as a spiritual behind it. Because when you tune yourself and you bear witness to that at that time, when your brainwaves are already at the highest frequency and you're up at that time, to see and feel the power of the dawn and the frequency and the vibration and the energy that the sun gives life to all. And you tune yourself to that feeling, that knowing. You feel it within you. You feel that light. And it clears the darkness. So you feel that light spread through you. And it, as I say, it literally scientifically energizes your being, your cells. And all these people in positions of power or perceived power, it's an illusion, because they are not the most powerful. The universe, something higher, is. We're just all specks of dust in something much greater. So they want to harness that power and make everyone worship them. And that's just not how it works. The power is within each of us and within the universe. And we can all tap into that energy. We all have the ability to tap into that and know that we're all equally as important, and we all have that, the power of the universe within each of us, within each of our cells on a cellular level. And it is that gives that energy, that gives life, not them. But that's what they want. They want us to follow them because they've always had the knowledge, haven't they? Throughout the years, to make people subservient to them. We shouldn't be subservient to anyone, because the universe, the creator, the source, the whatever you want to call it, is what is all powerful, all knowing, all seeing, all doing. So yeah, I'll put links into that, because there's, the terms of the frequency of that, and knowing how to harness it, to be part of it. So I'm going to put the links in. The other thing I was thinking as well is, this, they forget that there are people more powerful than them. And when I say that, I'm talking about hackers right about now. You know what I mean? Because everything is digital, everything is online, everything is technology. And we've already seen in the last 16 months, hackers hack into government systems, whatever. So they ain't the most powerful, actually. Hackers are right about now. And hackers could hack into every government system there is and just shut that shit down if they wanted to. They could shut it down. They could take all the information. They could share that information. They could collect all the evidence. They could share that. And they could simply just shut governments down if they wanted to. So governments aren't the most powerful. Hackers are. And as I say, they've already proven that what they're capable of. And it's only gonna they're always one step ahead. No, in fact, more than that, 10 steps ahead. So this nonsense that they're carrying on with right about now, they better realise that they're not at the top of the pecking order in terms of power, really. They aren't. And the other thing is, I saw today that the Republicans have won this voting rights and that is a threat to democracy and is not just a problem in America, that would be a problem everywhere. And so I saw yesterday on Bloomberg TV that their corporate America have formed a coalition against this bill. Now, the only way to win and take back democracy would be for corporate America to simply stop funding Republicans and the GOP, to retract all donations to the Republicans and the GOP, to take back their power, to take the power from them. Because this voting rights is a threat. And it's a threat to everyone everywhere. And it's a threat to everything. And that in terms of what you can do, that is what you can do. Because ultimately it will impact business as well. So to corporate America, I'd say stop your funding now. Stop it now. Take it back. And give it to people who want democracy. And it's not I don't know what the right word is, but it's imperative. It's urgent. Just stop. Don't give them no donations. Demand the money back. Stop all these people. So that was that. The other thing is to anyone that's working in organisations that, with regards to voting, is immediately start making sure that everyone in minority groups goes and gets their ID in the short term. Do whatever you've got to do to make sure that you get your ID, so they can't win either way. Don't even give them an opportunity. And media-wise, I've just seen it's an independent business called Substack. I'm going to put the link in. So basically, it's for journalists. Journalists can leave any of their mainstream media censored positions, and you can set yourself up on Substack, and it's independent news. People signed up to you individually and you get paid for it, and journalists are earning much more money than they would in any mainstream media role, and you actually get to tell the story that you want to tell, uncensored. So if you want to tell the truth, then get yourself signed up to that. and just leave these corrupt businesses. Because the thing as well, it's like the population has been steadily declining since the 60s. That's a statistical fact. And they keep, Bill Gates and all those devil worshippers keep talking about depopulation. We're not going to have enough food. We ain't got enough land. It's all bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. The statistically, population everywhere has declined steadily since the 60s. Not only that, 95% of the population live on 10% of the land mass. So there's loads of land. And because there's loads of land, there's loads of opportunity to grow food. And the only reason that people are struggling to grow food is because we're not looking after the planet properly. So we're having to deal with the repercussions of that in terms of, fires and floods and storms and all of that. But if we actually went right back to the get-go and go, actually, no, we don't need to be told. We shouldn't need to be told. Businesses should not need to be told that they have to stop doing whatever practices they are that are ultimately damaging the planet and do the right thing. Shouldn't need to have a law slapped on you or a fine slapped on you to tell you that if you're in a business that's impacting the planet negatively, that you shouldn't need to be forced. You should know that those changes need to be made. It's just ridiculous. Just holding out. And the only reason they're holding out is because they don't want to spend the money doing the changes that need to be made. It's just crazy. And farming technology has advanced to such a level that you can do vertical farming using aquaponics, use 90% less water, no soil, and the yield will be 100 times in a shorter acreage. So you can use the latest technologies and do that. So, and there's the technology for converting water. So doing desalination, using hydropower, using all of the newest, latest, greatest, fastest, bestest technologies in this area, not these huge wind eyesores that actually have more moving parts and create more bad energy. Oh, you can use those I can't remember the name, but there's loads. And it's like like a Dyson fan. Those sort of oval air like that. It's like a huge industrial size one of that, but you stick one of those bad boys in the sea. It's half the size, doesn't have any moving parts, and it creates better energy. Why are we still using the old tech? Sorry, wind farms, but but the newest technology is better, isn't it? So there's all of these things. There is all of these opportunities. There's all of these technologies. There's all of those are going to create jobs for everyone everywhere. It's like, stop with the doom and the gloom, fam-lam. Or just certain people in certain places. Just focus on all the good stuff that we can do, that we are doing, that is bringing life. And what's the other thing I was going to say? I can't remember. But I don't know, I feel different. It just felt like I had a little breakthrough when I was thinking about the sun and the dawn and how magical it is that each and every day you can sit and watch that. You can watch the sun breathe life into the planet and take away the darkness. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get up every day at 3, just so I can watch it, be part of that moment. Feels like the heavens open. The gates of heaven are opening. And with it comes energy and joy and light and life. And you hear the birds sing. And you know that you've got another day. So that's me done for today. It's just a short one, because I'm just embracing that feeling. And it's cool, isn't it? It's cool to know that you've got another chance every day to be better, you know? So I love you. Oh, that was the other thing. So starting tomorrow, I'm gonna be learning how to say I love you in every language. And I'm gonna be trying to do like 5 maybe a day, 5 different ones. I'll probably pronounce them all wrong, but at least I'm giving it a go. So I hope you all know that you're loved. You're not alone. We will get through this. The universe has our back. We can, we will, we must. And, you know, I was thinking about the kids going on from what I said yesterday. You know, our sole focus right now should be rectifying these things, making everyone happy again, in whatever way we can, you know, because their innocence has been stolen from them from this. Because you know, if we can't cope with it, or you know, so if some people can't cope with this time or haven't coped, then what must it be like for them to be around and just be constantly around, talk of death, thoughts of death, all of that? What must they be thinking? So we need to bring back the happiness and the joy and the innocence and healing for everyone everywhere. So love you, and I will see you tomorrow.